Alright, so we back with another video going over the best shooting badges in the game. If you guys do want to use this tier list, you can probably just look it up on Tier Maker and you'll probably find it. But yeah, it's just that simple. So yeah, when it comes to this tier list, we're going to be doing it just like we did the overall, just like we did the finishing. But there's a lot of stuff that I really feel like changing. We're going to also do the playmaking, the defensive. If you guys want those, like the video. I'm probably only going to do the shooting, the finishing, the playmaking, the defensive, and even maybe the badge one time the whole year. I might update the actual full totality badge one each season. I don't know yet, but I'm probably gonna do the rest of them on the backup channel. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, today we're gonna be going over the best shooting badges. Now we got the same tiers: broken, top tier, usable, not enough badge points, and don't use. Honestly, we probably will have a don't use or won't. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, let's hop into it. So first badge, Agent 3s. This is a badge a lot of people in the comment section was correcting me on. I wasn't a real believer in Agent 3s because it didn't fit my playstyle, so I really wasn't putting it on that much. I put it on to test it, and it's just not my playstyle. Now, honestly, I know how broken it is because it makes fading extremely easy. But now that I know Agent 3s does significantly more than just fading and spin jump shots, it's not just for that. It's pretty much stop and pop and rhythm shooter now. But apparently the way it works is if you try to do a dribble move, like you try to size somebody up, speed boost, and then hop back, you're not going to get Agent 3 to work. But it does work on hop backs if you're standing still. So it just doesn't always work on hop backs, if that makes sense. So it's pretty much a lot of badges from last year in one, and a lot of really important badges that you really want to have in your badge setup in one. Which makes sense why 2K has it as a tier 3 badge now. So I don't know if 2K just needs to update their descriptions or what, or if that was ever even supposed to be what it was supposed to be. So yeah, Agent 3 though, I'm gonna say easily top tier. It might be broken fade wise still though. It might even be broken to the point where it's doing stuff that it's not supposed to. But I would probably say I don't know if it's the most important shooting badge still, but it probably does the most. So I say it's probably the best shooting badge in the game right now. I know Limitless range is really good because it does help you shoot from a lot deeper. But I also seen a lot of people saying that it's pretty much the same thing as the badge from last year. It doesn't really do anything on the 3-point line, which I would disagree. I feel like you shoot really deep already without having Limitless range this year. Amped, honestly, bro, we need a tier for need, because this would be in that need tier. But honestly, bro, I'm done using these badges that I feel like I have to put on, bro. It's a lot of badges on this game that it helps it, bro. But the thing is, if you're not greening, then what is the point? So really the real issue with me on fatigue is like how much it slows down your jump shot. So you can get a slow fade, you can get a slow regular jump shot. Standstill was what I mean by regular. It's just like, bro, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really advise using Amped, bro, this year. It's literally just a badge for fatigue shots, and it's going to make it go in more. I don't know if that makes your green window not pinch up together or like close up or what, but yeah, I think this is a don't use badge, bro. It's very annoying, bro. It doesn't really do much, I'm going to be honest. Blinders is not, bro, it's really tough. Because a lot of y'all gonna say it's not a good badge. It doesn't work. It does work, but the way that 2K has made this badge, y'all have been ingrained to understand that blinders negate sneak contest. So what you're used to, if somebody's on your side, you're gonna be open or wide open. That's not how it works no more. When it comes to these contest badges, that's just not how it works. The way these badges work is you're not able to green ridiculous contests depending on, you know what I'm saying, how high blinders you have. So if you have like Hall of Fame blinders, you can green consistently heavily contested. If you probably have by now seen people get really wild greens in this game, whether you saw it in game or as a clip. It's really easy to get crazy greens with blinders, Deadeye, and guard up with really high contests. But the thing is, bro, I'm not really trying to shoot really contested shots. I want my badge just to help me negate contests more than help me green contested shots. So man, it's kind of tough. Now if you don't know how contested shots work this year, pretty much contested shots work where not only does it speed up your jump shot, but it closes your green window up a lot. So if you see people using meter and it bounces off, that's why. So blinders is tough, bro, because honestly, in theory, it can be a top tier badge. In theory. But I feel like for small guards, it's a need badge. But at the same time, it's always pretty much in that tier 3 badge. So you're gonna go with a limitless range. You're gonna go with a Deadeye. You're gonna go with an Agent 3s before you go blinders. Deadeye and blinders are kind of in that same tier. So maybe you go blinders over Deadeye depending if you don't have Agent 3s. But I do think you would go Agent 3s. You would go limitless range before you go blinders. So yeah, that's just how it is. I feel like you just 9 times out of 10 not gonna have enough badge points. I don't want to say don't use, because there is some broken aspects to these contest badges, but yeah. Catch and shoot, I put this as usable the first time because again, you have to be greening, but catch and shoot, I feel like this year you want all the badges that pretty much help you shoot better. Last year shooting was so easy, so that you really just wanted the badges that made it tougher to make you not get greens or make you miss shots. You want, not this year, you want the badge that's helping you shoot. So I say catch and shoot for spot ups. It's a need build. So it doesn't really matter what type of spot up you are. If you're a moving spot up, or not moving, but like a moving shooter, like an actual sharp. If you're just a spot up, if you're a pick and popper, catch and shoot is gonna work in all those scenarios. So yeah. Claymore is a top tier badge. When it comes to standstills, the way this badge work is the longer you're sitting still, the higher, like the bigger the green window it will be for your jump shot. So if you're a standstill for real, this is a really, really good badge. If you're moving, not that crazy. It's not really gonna do much. So like if you're standing still for like a second, like you're just picking and popping and shooting off that, Claymore is not really doing much for you. It might even pop up because if you stand still for even like half of a second, a millisecond, it's gonna pop up. But depending on how long you are standing still before you get the ball, before you shoot, that's how the badge works. So if you do stand still, or not stand still but spot up, it's gonna be really good for you. Clutch shooter this year, in my opinion, for 5v5 is a need, because especially for comp 5v5 is because of free throws. You have the green free throws this year. But when it comes to everything else, it really is so situational. It's very situational. I would just put it usable, because at the park you have to be in a close game. Now I will say this year park is a lot, like the skill gap on this year, bro. Like park is a lot more competitive this year, because a lot of people are just making these 6-8s, and yeah, bro, you gotta be really ready to go, bro, almost every single game. So I like that, but yeah, it kind of does make badges like clutch shooter a little bit more usable. So I would say clutch shooter is usable, or even top tier, depending on how many close games you're getting. I've had a couple of them so far. Wish I had clutch shooter on. So I can see it as usable though. If you don't know how it works for the park, anytime it gets past 14 points and it's a close game, it works then. Anytime in a close game in like a 5v5, fourth quarter, and overtime, clutch shooter is useful. Comeback kid, if you're trailing in the game, whether you start off, just so pretty much if the other team starts off with the ball, whenever you're trailing, they get 2 points and they just keep having more points than you, it's gonna work at all times. It's one of the better badges in the game. But again, if you're not losing, I was finna say something crazy. I was finna say if you're not a loser, but yeah, if you're not losing, it's not as useful. But if you feel like you're in a lot of close games and you might find yourself trailing pretty much majority of your games that you play, comeback kid is a really good badge. It actually does significant difference in my opinion. Corner specialist, I find myself shooting from hash down a lot, and corner specialist for a while now has been not just corner but middies as well. So if you like to fade towards the corner, I haven't done that for a while. I've used to do that like since 19. 2K20 kind of changed a lot of stuff that people do on 2K for a while now. I will give 2K20 that. But yeah, corner specialist is still really good to shoot hash down corner 3. So even if you're a spot up and you shoot below the hash towards like the corner, gonna be really consistent. I think this is a top tier badge for spot ups. Deadeye, again, the only thing I say about it, bro, when it comes to these contest badges, they aren't really doing what you're expecting. They're not going to really negate the contest, but it does allow you to green a lot higher contest more consistently. It spreads the green window out depending on this percentage of a contest. So a 5% is a lot easier to green without having it on. But you also may have the ability to now green at 80%. So it's really random with that, but it really determines your skill. I feel like only the really skilled players need to be running Deadeye and blinders this year. I will say that, which is why I don't really feel like 2K should make shooting harder, because there are things within the game that actually still take skill. I'm gonna be honest. Like, be able to green literally, there's some 2K18 shit to this game where you can literally green every shot if you have these badges on Hall of Fame. And a lot of people don't know that. Honestly though, I just wouldn't risk it, because at the end of the day, a bad shot is a bad shot. Because at the end of the day, if you're using IQ, it's gonna always still supplant trying to shoot the stupidest shots every single time, in my opinion. But yeah, 9 times out of 10 though, either way, no matter how good these badges are, they're in tier 3. So 9 times out of 10, if you're a spot up, you're gonna need catch and shoot. If you're a guard, you're gonna want agent 3s. So yeah, I just don't see the badge points. I just don't see you having enough badge points. Green Machine, in my opinion, is a top tier badge. In a game where greening is important, I feel is up there with some of the best badges in the game. A lot of people saying, I don't know, bro. I don't know what y'all be on, bro. Y'all be asking me, should I use this badge? Bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame. From what I've seen, gold is like the best bang for your buck this year. I don't really advise of using any badges bronze. You really want to at least have a badge silver. But gold is the best bang for your buck. But Hall of Fame is still going to be the best tier. So, like, each tier matters this year. But, like, the difference between silver and gold is big. But the difference between Hall of Fame and gold is not that big as compared to silver and gold. But it is better. So, that's pretty much how you can look at all these badges I'm going over. But, yeah, Green Machine, I try to get all my badges to Hall of Fame. One of the badges that I see a significant difference on, if we're going to go over it, that's Limitless range. But yeah, most of these badges, you're going to be able to get the best bang of the buck at gold. Guard up, another one of these contest badges. But the only thing about this badge is you can actually, you know what I'm saying, throw this badge on a lot earlier. But the thing is, I would only say it's usable. I'm not wasting my badge points on this no more, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to shoot contested shots. Now, the only time this actually activates, if you didn't know, is if somebody does have their hand up. If somebody has their hand up and it's out of position, it won't activate. If somebody has their hand up at all, it just won't activate. But if people don't have their hands up, it'll activate every single time. No matter how close contested they are, like on you, they will still get a contest if they don't have their hand up, by the way. They will still get a contest. They can be behind you this year and still get a contest as well. So that's another thing that you got to understand. But depending on if you had this badge on or how high you had this badge on, that determines how high a percentage you can green. So I want y'all to understand that. So it is usable, just like blinders, just like Deadeye. The only thing is with this one, you don't have to have it as a tier 3 badge. And majority of builds have it either tier 1 as well. I think a lot of guards get this tier 1. I know the 6'8s, the 6'9s, that's kind of like the meta. Y'all get those, I believe, tier 2 because I have a 6'9. I believe I got it tier 2. But yeah, I would just say it's usable. I would throw on a lot more badges before I threw this exact badge on. Limitless range is really, really good. I'm gonna be honest, I seen somebody with a pure sharp, and you're not gonna really see a lot of pure sharps this year, I'm gonna be honest, because putting up 99 3-ball on this game is very tough. Again, just like blinders, just like Deadeye, you're not gonna really see a lot of people having Hall of Fame blinders, Hall of Fame Deadeye this year. One of these you need 99. I don't know which one it is, but I know one of them you need it. But Limitless range, you can literally shoot from half court with Limitless range Hall of Fame. Literally, like you literally can shoot from low, like beyond the logo. With gold, you can shoot from extremely deep, but with the Hall of Fame, you can shoot from the ocean, legit. Like if you take this to the part 2s, you're shooting from literally sharp take range, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I seen people ask me if I have Limitless range take and Limitless range, bro. Just switch it, bro. I'm telling you, just double up on your spot up precision take, and it's gonna be much better. Just go for dual take and just spot up and use, not spot up, but use Limitless range with spot up precision take. It's gonna be much better of a combo in my opinion. But yeah, Limitless range, I would say it's obviously top tier, but is it broken? The ability to shoot from that deep, is really, really good. And it not only does that, it makes it easy to shoot within your range. A lot of people say it's the same badge as last year. I just would disagree, especially for certain scenarios. And the ability to shoot from that deep is also impeccable in my opinion. So I would say Limitless Range is a top tier badge. The only thing is you have to green it. So I would value a badge that helps you get more greens, and a badge that just helps you shoot in general in pretty much all phases of the game for guards. And the real reason why this is overpowered is because even spotters can just catch the ball and just take off and try to fade. So that fade aspect is still really, really broken even on non-guards. So I would say Agent 3s is probably like the broken badge right now. Now when it comes to Midi Magician, I would say Midi Magician, we can look and get rid of need, bro. Ain't gonna lie, we don't really need this. But yeah, Midi Magician, I would say Midi Magician is, me personally, I don't take midis, but depending on what you're playing, it's really good. For twos, it might be broken. For twos. Fades are really good, bro. And this can go hand in hand with fades for the twos. But this is everything, like, this is pretty much difficult shots. I don't know why they changed the name to Midi Magician, but I guess it is a better name for it. But pretty much, if you want to do a fade, if you want to do a dribble pull-up, if you want to do a spin jumper, if you want to do a hop jumper, but it has to be a mid-range, all that goes hand in hand with this one badge. So I would say it's broken on the twos, but for pretty much everywhere else, 3v3, 5v5, 1v1. 1v1 is pretty good, but 3v3, I don't really see as much of a use for it. 5v5, I don't see as much of a use for it. So I would say it's usable. 5v5, I can see use for it because you don't actually have to, it just has to be any mid-range shot pretty much. So even if you did a standstill mid-range shot, Midi Magician would activate. So it's pretty much Agent 3s, but including hop jumpers, but for 2s, if you understand that. So Midi Magician is really good if you like are a mid-range specialist. So if you're a mid-range specialist, I guess you could say top tier because it does so much, but you don't really even have to have it on and it'll be really good. So I don't know, but it does a lot. It does a lot. Slippery off ball. This is for the off ball movement, people. I say it's usable. Only thing is, I would say there's a lot of badges that you would throw on. But honestly, bro, if you're an off-ball player, you're not going to need the contest badges because you're going to be moving to get open. You're not going to need claymore because you're not standing still. But badges like catch and shoot, badges like corner specialist, badges like limitless range, badges like limitless green machine, badges like agent 3s are still used for badges. Then you got badges like clutch shooter, combat kid that can also be useful as well. Amp could be useful as well, but again, Amp doesn't really do much. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't really do much. And then another badge that's, in my opinion, that's very underrated, especially with how you can use the Luka step back right now, and it's like the best way to do quick stops for a lot of people. A lot of people are just doing that to pretty much get open. So I would say that's a top tier badge. It's a top tier badge. One of the most underrated badges in the game. I'll probably put this behind Limitless Range, honestly. Because the fact that you can use this badge with the moving step backs, it doesn't actually just have to be hop jumpers. The fact that you can use this with moving step backs really takes this to a whole nother level. So I would say definitely top tier. And the fact that like the moving step backs actually give you like standstill 3s almost every single time is a W. Volume shooter, if you're a guard, top tier. Everybody else, usable. So I'm gonna just put it usable. So yeah, it just really depends on your play style. If you're taking majority of the shots, so like you're sharp, yeah, it's top tier. If you're taking majority of shots, you're a guard, yeah, it's top tier. But only select people are gonna be using this badge. So actually, I'm gonna still put it top tier because I did put catch and shoot. I did put, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But the way it works is the more you shoot, the higher percent chance you have of making that next shot. And the higher percent chance you have of making that next shot is gonna make your make percentage go up. And that's making your green window bigger. And that's for any badge that has anything to do with your make percentage. So anything that helps your green window, in my opinion, is a W. The only reason why a badge like clutch shooter is unusable, by the way, is because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be in certain situations. And it's not really build specific. It's literally just certain situations. But I think it should go top tier because of the fact that it does help you on free throws. Combat Kid could go top tier as well. And that probably would be what I put there. But I'm going to bring these down just to keep the bat, not having too much in top tier. You know what I'm saying? Just not to have too much in top tier. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the video. If you guys do want more videos like this, I can do the same thing for the defensive, for the playmaking. All you got to do is like the video. Y'all showed a lot of support on the finishing. Just show the same support on the shooting, and y'all got y'all, boys. But yeah, that's gonna be the video. Like I said, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share the video to anybody think will help. I'm gonna get back to streaming every single day. My connection has gotten a lot better, so expect a lot more gameplay videos. I know I wasn't gonna say I wasn't gonna double upload no more, but I've been enjoying this game, so the content is just coming natural. So yeah, if you guys do want more videos, like, subscribe. Without further ado, though, man, it's your boy Fitz, and I have to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!